And I've got a fairly firm drag on that fish too.
These fish are such great fighting fish.
Yeah.
They are such
And I
excellent sport fish.
I don't want to put too much on him and pull the hook out of his mouth. Boy, you don't think a big old king mackerel will come up and eat that thing, do you? All right, I'll swing him over here too.
All right.
All right.
Good job, Stu.
All right.
Excellent.
All right. You got him?
Yeah.
On the dart. We're figuring it out. Now this is the
little
fun
fish.
Grady White Boats' reputation for designing ruggedly elegant fishing boats is legendary. Our attention to quality, detail, and customer service is unmatched. From our Fisherman 180 and Coastal Explorers series to the unrivaled Canyon 456, you'll find no boat that rides better and offers more fishing amenities. Go ahead, experience fishing at its best. Get the Grady.
Hello and welcome to the Carolina Outdoor Journal. Today's program will take us down to the Cape Fear River. We're going to be fishing for shad, and we had a big time.
We did. We had a great day, actually. We were a little early for the run. We were actually targeting the white shad, which is the Cape Fear is really known for the white shad. And most recently, the hickory shad population has been on the rebound, and there are good numbers of hickory shad caught on that river now too. But the lock number one, the dam, the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers dam, the first of 3 dams on the river, is where we were fishing that day, and just had a lot of fun. Caught some nice fish, and just had a great spring day.
There's not a lot of high-tech equipment we need when we go shad fishing. We'll talk about that on Gear Time too. Right.
The guys will share with us pretty much the shad darts, shad spoon configuration. You can go combo or you can go single. The big dart, and I believe the chartreuse color is what we used that day that really caught the fish's attention.
And Donna's making my favorite kind of cornbread. I'm excited about this one now.
Adding a little bit of onion to it, and it really is a tasty recipe.
There's no question about that. Let's get right to it. We've got a lot coming your way today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Stuart, we're sitting right here below locking dam number 1. It's late March. It's prime shad fishing season. Most of the hickory shad have already moved through. But the American shad have sure been here for the past few days.
That's right. We got a good current flow coming out. Got a good flow. They're kind of hanging right here in the little eddies behind the flow of the dam here, and just kind of work the little shad darts through there, steady little pace. Sometimes let them sink a little more. Sometimes keep them up a little higher, and we should pick a couple of these big old Americans out of here.
It seems hit or miss. You know, the fish kind of come and go, but when they start biting, we sure get bit pretty often, so I'm looking forward to a great day.
Man, when they bite on this light tackle too, it's a lot of fun when you hook a nice one on here.
You can't beat it.
That's right. We'll see if we can't get one.
That's right. All right. Great job,
All right.
Stu. Let me get out of your way here.
There we go. Look at that thing bend. God, this is a nice one. Big old shad.
That's a nice first fish of the day.
Look at that.
That's a really nice fish.
He jumped off.
Oh well.
That's all right.
No, we call that a quick release.
That's right. We'll take that one. That's not bad for the first one.
There's more in there.
All right, check my rig every once, and we'll go from there. All right, we're ready to roll.
Now, how deep were you?
Man, I was just reeling.
Okay.
I just kind of cranked out and was just cranking through. Yeah.
There he is. Where'd that fish hit?
Way out there in the middle.
No kidding.
Here he comes.
Right out in the deep current.
Here he comes. Yeah, he was way out over here in the current. There we go. Got an American or a hickory on here. Let's see what we got.
I think that's an American.
He hit on the dart. Hit on the dart.
He hit on? Yep,
yeah.
He sure did.
Boy, with these light rods, I mean, I swear. Oh. And I've got a fairly firm drag on that fish too.
These fish are such great fighting fish.
Yeah.
They are such
And I can't,
Excellent sport fish.
I don't want to put too much on him and pull the hook out of his mouth. Boy, you don't think a big old king mackerel come up and eat that thing, do you? All right, I'll swing him over here to you.
All right.
All right.
Good job, Stu.
All right.
Excellent.
All right. You got him?
Yeah.
On the dart. We're figuring it out. Now this is the
little
fun
fish.
part. Trying to hold him. All
Quick
right.
release.
We'll take it. All right.
All right. Good job. Good job. Now it's my turn.
That's right. I'm gonna go right back out there in the same spot. Let's see.
Now it's my turn.
Let's see if there's another one out there. And all I was doing was just cranking it in. He was up rather high in the water
Was he?
column on that one, yeah. Sure was. Oh yeah.
There he is.
Oh yeah.
Now that
Oh. That's
Stu,
a
that
nice one
fish
right
was-
there. Yeah. Yeah.
that fish was right here at the boat.
I love it. He was right here at the
Yeah,
boat.
he was literally right on that current seam.
And then he decided to go out that way. That was great. Look at this. Man, that's a nice one.
That's
God,
a nice fish right there.
That's a nice one right there.
I think that's
Woo.
a nice fish. That is a nice fish.
Oh,
Since you
wow.
caught one on that white and green dart, I put two of them on this time, since that seemed to be the
God, them things fight good.
dart of choice.
That's a nice one there. Look at the size of that fish. Look at that. Got
All
it.
right.
Yeah. Look at that big old thing.
Look at that pretty fish.
Look at that. Look at the purple on his colors right there. All right, there you go. Grab him out of there. Oh, yeah. Look at that fish.
I'll say that's a decent fish right there.
You aren't lying.
Nothing wrong with that fish at all.
Look at that.
That's right.
That's what we like to see.
Yep.
God,
Nothing wrong with that fish at all.
what a great fight on this light rod. Look at the purple on that thing.
know.
That is a pretty fish right there.
All right, buddy. Thanks.
There you go. Yeah. I love it.
Good, good. I love it. I
I
love it. I
know.
love it.
God, he burned some drag on that
I
one,
know.
didn't he? Ooh,
Let's see if there's another one in there.
that's right. Ah. Walking. There he is, buddy.
Right in that current seam.
Right in the current break. Yeah. Look at that little thing out there, man. God, they just dig in that
I
current.
know they do.
They turn that body side to you and God.
I don't think he's done quite yet.
I know. I'm feel this. Oh, he's barely hooked. He is barely hooked, Walker.
Slip him over here and I'll put the net
I'm
under.
trying to. Yeah. There we go.
There we
All
go.
right.
Good job.
There we go. Perfect. There's that beauty old dart right next side of the mouth. God. Well, I thought I didn't have him hooked very well, but
I think
guess
you had him hooked pretty
I
darn
had him
well.
hooked pretty good.
There we go.
All
Just
right.
slid out. Not a bad fish at all.
Let me touch him
wrong with
real
that.
quick. Look at the color on it. Look
I
at that,
know.
the way they flow that color down. That is
Really brilliant iridescent.
God. Look at the mouth. They really got a big mouth on
They
them.
do. All right, buddy.
All right, big fella. Let's let you roll back and go spawn and put a million more of you out there. There you
There we
go.
go.
Right.
No worse for the experience.
No, not at all. Thank you for the net job.
You bet. You bet.
You know, Walker, I've been picking up most of my fish when I've been throwing up into the current and bringing it back to them. And I think, you know, it's kind of telling me that these fish are laying facing up into this current.
I think they are. I think they're laying right on this edge. You've got really swift current 30 feet out there, but you've got almost no current. In fact, this is a little eddy where the current's actually flowing up towards the dam right here where we're sitting. And I think they're laying facing upriver, but right out of the current. That seems to be where you're getting bit.
Right along that seam right
Yep,
there. You
right
can
there.
almost see it. There's a little seam. And when you come through there, that's where they tend to be sitting.
Yep.
Just bring these little darts in their face and they can't stand it.
I know.
Whew. I can't stand it either. Well, this is kind of nice. You can kick back and put your feet up. Guys, this is a nice one, Walker. Look at him going all the way around the boat. Yeah, look at this one. I think he is. I think we might be able to get him here. Looks like he's wanting to. Here you go. I'll try to drag him to you. God.
This dart slid right out of that fish's mouth. Strange. Weird thing about these shad is they don't really have a good handle.
No, they don't. There we go. Look at that.
That's when a boga grip comes in.
Look at that
Really
thing.
handy. Look at that fish. That is a pretty fish right
That's
there.
the biggest one yet.
That is the biggest one of the day, and that is a beautiful, beautiful shad.
God. Man, have something pull like that at the end of March.
It took us all the way around the boat.
We'll take that any day right there.
All right.
Let me get that out your way.
He's ready to go.
There
he
he
goes.
Awesome.
Good job, Captain Stu.
Thank you, sir.
Good job, buddy.
Hey there, WG. All right. What were you doing? Taking a sip of drink?
I just sat down to take a little sip of water, and
That's usually how it happens, isn't it?
he jumped all over it. Yes, sir.
I love it. Get something to drink,
Yeah.
snack on a nab, something like that. That's
Hey,
usually when
this
you get
is
the bite.
This is another really nice fish here.
Oh my goodness.
That's a
Look
pretty
at the size.
fish.
Look at that. Look at how thick that
That's
thing
another
is.
pretty fish.
That's a nice one right there, buddy.
Hey, that
Yeah.
fish hit the plastic.
They hit the plastic?
Yeah, that fish is on the plastic.
God, look at the size of that one.
That fish
That's
is
a
on
nice
the
one right there,
plastic.
buddy. Cool.
Look at that. I think that might
That's the
have,
biggest one yet.
have
right
to
there.
be the biggest one of the day,
I think it is.
if I do say so myself.
All right, let me see if I can hold him down. Okay, whoop. Let's see what we got here.
He's all in the net, but that fish hit that little plastic curly tail grub. I added a little plastic curly tail trailer to mine to give it a little extra weight and get it down. It seems that the fish are holding a little bit further down in this swift current. You need a little weight to get it down to the fish. And
Yeah,
So-
I think once that sun kind of warms this water up a little bit here, you know, early afternoon, they'll probably move up to the surface a little bit more and they'll probably bite a little more readily up top. But right now they do seem to be a little deeper.
in the past couple of days, we've found that they've been high in the water column, low in the water column. It's just a matter of figuring it out.
Seems like a big wave of fish moves in and
Yeah.
everybody hooks up, then wave moves out, then another one moves in and everybody hooks up. And you just have to be here when the next big ball of fish moves up here. Just a matter of sitting and waiting on them.
A lot of folks overlook these fish in the springtime as a sport fish and don't bother shad fishing. But what a great sport fish!
Man, I don't know why, because look how hard these things pull.
It's fantastic.
I mean, look at that.
You know, down on the coast, things are just now turning on, but God, what a great way to
But it's, you know-
come and spend a day.
Oh, you can come up here and catch 30 of these. You know, I mean,
He's taking off.
God, he's just digging and digging.
There
we
he
go.
is.
All right. What can I do for you?
There we go.
All right.
Jig log
Right in the
lodged
side.
right there in the corner of his mouth where it ought to be.
Perfect. All right.
And it just flipped right out.
Like usual. That's
Let's-
perfect. Nice
yep.
release. Look at that
It's
little
a
thing.
pretty little Cape Fear shad.
That is pretty right there, I swear.
Yep.
You know, you can come up here, they're aggressive, they hit hard. There's no doubt when they bite.
I know. It's an easy way to spend a day and a great way.
And you
All
don't
right,
need a
fella.
big old boat
There
to
you
come
go.
do it. Got your little John boat, come up here and have a great day.
Good job, man.
Thank you.
Good job. Good job. And he came from right up there towards the dam.
Right up in the seam right there.
Joe, we had a good day, got there a little early, but all in all, it was a good day of fishing.
Yeah, it was a little early. The fishing they've been catching a few fish. We heard some early reports that they had a couple of good days, like a week before we were there. But we ended up catching, I think, it was 16 fish that day, which is a good day with white shad, and no real big white shad. You know, they get as big as 6-7 pounds, and nothing quite that large, but just nonetheless had a good day.
Well, let's talk about some of the gear we use. Let's go to gear time.
Stuart, you couldn't ask for a more beautiful day on the Cape Fear River. We're sitting just below Locking Dam number 1. It's about 70 degrees, blue sky, light wind, and most of all, the shad we're biting today.
It was so great out here. I love coming up here and catching these fish. You get them from 2 to 6 pounds if you get you a big one. Something that really is going to make them fun is to have a nice light outfit for them. We're using some Quantum PT in a 10 size reel, a Quantum extra light rod in a 4 to 8 pound class, and then we're stringing it up with some Suffix braid that is an 8 pound class outfit. So match the outfit to the fish and you'll have a good time, especially when they're digging in that current.
That's true. One of the things we had to figure out today was where the fish were sitting in the current. Were they high in the water column, or were they low? Were they on the seams, or were they out in the current? After we figured out the pattern today, we caught a bunch of fish.
That's right, and it also took us figuring out what baits they wanted today.
Absolutely, yeah.
We had to figure out, did they want the pink baits, or did they want white, or did they want chartreuse? And today, it seems like this chartreuse and white shad dart with a little Mr. Twister curly tail up here in front of it, that seemed to be the combo. That little bit of metal flake in that curly tail would kind of call them up, and then they'd come in there and pile on the shad dart.
It seemed to work perfectly. We tried a lot of different patterns. That's the one that caught the fish, though.
That's right, and we just got here and got below the dam, put it out in the current, slow, crank it back up right into the seam, right into the eddy, and as soon as you got in the eddy, thump, they'd thump that thing.
You couldn't ask for a better late March fish to pursue. The shad were fantastic. They're excellent on light tackle, and this was just a perfect day.
Yeah, you gotta love it. Sunny day, been cooped up all winter long. It's 70 degrees. You get to get out of the office and just come out here and enjoy it. Catch some nice fish on light tackle.
Great way to dust off the equipment. So
That's
it was
right.
fantastic. I enjoyed it. Thanks for having me, and I
Man,
hope we get to do it again soon.
I'll have you anytime, man.
Thank you.
Let me know when you're ready to go.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys, for that valuable information. Now, let's catch up with Donna. She's in the kitchen making my favorite kind of cornbread. Just add a little sweet onion to it. Here's a recipe that you'll want to take some notes on today.
Today we're going to be making a sweet onion cornbread in the kitchen. And we're going to start out with about 1/4 cup of butter. And I like to use butter, but you need to make sure that you don't heat it at too high of a temperature. It will scorch, but butter just adds some great flavor. We're going to add in 1 sweet onion that we have chopped, and I just kindly have coarse chopped mine. I didn't really do it a fine chop. If you don't want that texture in your cornbread, go ahead and chop it a little bit finer. And you can also use a food processor if you want, because we are cooking, going to chop quite a few onions, or they come pretty big. So, like I said, I like mine kind of to have some texture in it. And this is going to be more of a spoon bread consistency, so it's going to be a little bit moister than maybe some of the cornbread that you're used to. We're going to saute this for about 5 minutes, just until your onions begin to get soft. You don't want to brown them or caramelize them like some of the other recipes call for. So just keep stirring this. This is we're just going to go ahead and move on because we don't have the 5 minutes here, but pretend that we've got our 5 minutes. These are getting nice and soft and kind of translucent. So we're going to go ahead and start. And remember, these will cook just a little bit more because they're hot too. So we're going to turn off our heat, or if you have electric, you're going to remove it from the heat. We're going to add in 1 package of cornbread, buttermilk cornbread mixture mixed to it. So you have all your leavening and everything in here. We're also going to add in about 1/4 cup of shredded cheese and stir that together. And then we're going to add in our wet ingredients to this. So what I like to do is I like to coat my onions with my dry ingredients. That way it is dispersed out. It's not going to be in clumps. And then we're going to add about 1/3 cup of milk, 1 egg that has been lightly beaten, and then we're going to add in 1 cup of sour cream. So you can tell already by the ingredients, this is going to be just really, it's going to have some great taste to it. It's great flavors going on. We can also add in some dill to this. I like to use some fresh dill. Or if you want to spice it up a little bit, you could use some ground red pepper would be good too if you like to have a little spicy cornbread. So we're going to mix all that together. Put in our little dill. And then we're going to put it in a 9-inch square or an 8-inch square baking dish that you've coated with nonstick coating. If you have an 8-inch round cast iron skillet that you like to cook your cornbread in, that'll be great as well. So we're going to do that. We're going to cook that at about 400 degrees for about 25 minutes until it's, cooked in the middle. Bring it out, top it with about the remaining 1/2 cup of shredded cheese. Put it back in for about 5 more minutes just to melt that cheese and brown it up, and you're ready to go. This is what it looks like when it comes out. We cut ours just kind of in some triangles. You can cut it in squares. You can dish it out because, like I said, it's going to be a little bit moister than what you're used to probably. So I hope you enjoy this sweet onion cornbread, and I look forward to seeing you next time here on Simple Cooking.
Thank you, Donna. That's one of my favorite recipes, a little cornbread with sweet onions, always good to me. Joe, tell me about Robin Hall.
Yeah, Robin is the lock master at lock number 1 on the Cape Fear. He's been there 19 years and knows that area very well. He's been responsible, I think, because I've heard a lot about his work on the river in conjunction with the Sea Grant program that's been ongoing to help those fish as they come in the river go up the river. He opens the locks up 3 times a day, 5 days a week, which allows the fish to go on up. There's actually three dams on the river, and those fish have to go through these areas to get to their spawning areas. These are anadromous fish. They come in from the ocean every year to spawn, so they have to have some help to get to these areas. And so Robin has been instrumental in making that happen. And so I'd just like to mention that he has put a lot of effort and time into making it happen. And as you saw, we've got a world-class fishery there. The white shad have been the noted species in that area, in that river, for years. The hickory shad have come back in good numbers recently, and so you can catch both shad at that location.
We certainly do thank Robin for all his hard
Absolutely.
work. For Joe Albee, I'm John Moore. Thanks for joining us today on the Carolina Outdoor Journal.
Make sure to visit our website for more information.
Grady White boats are known for uncompromising quality through exceptional attention to detail. On every model, from 18 to 45 feet, we incorporate exclusive features and quality components that you won't find on any other boat brands. Our exclusive CV2 hull design is ranked highest in every third-party survey done in the marine industry. So every day on the water will be a great day, no matter the conditions. Ask any Grady White owner and they'll tell you, get the Grady.